But first, Chief Investigative Reporter James Stratton shows us what was said in the courtroom today. James?
And Scott and Stacy, in a matter of about an hour, a court case that lasted a year and a half was over. Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodale both pleaded guilty. Two Fairfield teens made their plea in a Jefferson County courtroom, pleading guilty to first-degree murder about an hour apart from each other. But their stories don't quite line up. Willard Chaden Miller and the state agree that he and Jeremy Goodale planned the murder. He intended to help Goodale, and he was the lookout while Goodale carried out the attack on Nohema Graber in Chautauqua Park.
Did you act as a lookout while Jeremy Goodale struck Nohema Graber?
Yes.
Did you know that Jeremy intended to kill Mrs. Graber?
Yes.
But the state and Goodale said they both hit her.
Willard Miller struck Nohema Graber with the bat. We also have evidence that Jeremy Goodale did that as well.
While Miller answered questions from his attorney, Goodale spoke directly to the judge and said he was the lookout.
Chaden had brought a bat, among other supplies, to go through with the murder. And after he had struck Nohema Graber, we then moved her off of the trail, where I then struck her, and she died as a result.
Goodale said the pair removed any evidence they could and that Miller asked Goodale to help him carry out the murder. In testimony not yet released, prosecutors said Miller asked Goodale to help.
Mr. Goodale in those minutes details out how Mr. Miller approached him and essentially recruited him to be involved in this, and that it was over a grade that that Mr. Miller had in Ms. Graber's class.
A bad grade led to two teens guilty of murder and a life lost forever. And today the state recommended a 30-year sentence for Miller, 25 years for Goodale. Miller will be sentenced July 5th. Goodale will be sentenced on August 23rd. Stacy?
James, thank you. Graber's family tells KCCI they are happy with Fairfield police and with prosecutors. They believe justice is served. In 2021, during a memorial service, her son read from her personal notebook. Graber wrote that teachers must be a positive role model for students.
Even if the students forget about my Spanish classes, I hope they remember how and why to smile to life and to be honest.
People who knew Nohema Graber said she was a wonderful soul who brought many cultures together. Graber taught at Fairfield High School for 9 years.
And the murder stunned the town of Fairfield when it happened in 2021.
Todd Magel was there as people were shocked again hearing about these guilty pleas.
We're at Chautauqua Park here in Fairfield, and it's almost been a year and a half since Spanish teacher Nohema Graber was murdered here. Graber died after a beating with a baseball bat. Now two students, Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodale, admit they did it and will spend most of the rest of their lives in prison for her murder. Many people in town were surprised by the last-minute guilty plea.
It's about time. It's been a couple of years now, and it's time for it to get done.
There's probably a lot of mental health that could have really helped them if they had some help, and a terrible situation all around.
Now townspeople are saying they hope that things return to normal here in Fairfield, but some are doubtful that it ever will.